Hi, this is Avenger, and welcome to Retro Game Review. And I'm reviewing a D&D game today. And this is for the Game Boy Advance. Even though it's for multiple systems, I have it on the Game Boy Advance, and I'm using an emulator since I have no idea how to record a Game Boy Advance game. So, the standard D&D fare right here, some woman is in trouble, and the guy in green kidnaps her, well, a guy that is green, and all the heroes come to help at the behest of some princess with big boobs and blonde hair. And this is the game Eye of the Beholder. So it has this old like 3D look of the older games, and you kind of have no idea where you're going. And behind the wall, or the moving wall, or whatever you want to call that, is an enemy, and it goes into a turn-based battle. And you have lots and lots of options. Right here, our spellcaster Mort is casting a spell, and as it does a lot sometimes in this game, he missed. And here's all the spells that our cleric, Zerboobs, the sodomizer, can do, and he can cure everyone, and he can kind of move around like everybody else can. I remember the moving being kind of awkward in this game always, kind of a little bit hard to move around. And so you have a big attack range on this, even though all the guys don't have ranged weapons. You can kind of attack a few spaces, even with a melee weapon. But ranged weapons can go even farther. But the sling that our rogue here, Lionheart, has doesn't do so well, and it provokes an attack of opportunity. And so we're getting kind of killed right here. Once your guys are down to a low enough HP, they kind of fall on the floor like that and turn red. And it's kind of like the D&D game where you can turn red, or you can be kind of dead for a little bit, and then your corpse eventually dies, like you bleed out. So before you totally lose in battle, you have to be destroyed, and the enemies will destroy you all. So this is a failed campaign, and shows what happens when you totally lose. And for my party, if the fighter goes out, then it's done. So here's when you actually win a battle right here. You get XP and you get some loot, and the main character gets all the loot, but he can trade and he can equip different stuff. And right there showed the main menu screen of when you're roaming around right here. And you can take a rest, which is a good thing to do after every battle, because you really don't want to get caught without resting, or without all your spells, or without all of your HP. But the thing about resting is, just like in the game, it kind of rolls to see if you would get into a random battle when you're resting. And so I'm just showing right here all the things that you can do, all the things that you can equip. Right there, I was looking at this quiver because I just got a crossbow, but apparently Lionheart, the rogue, can't equip it. And there'll be different traps, and right here is the main bad guy. He's heckling you, har har har, you're trapped. And so we'll go against his troop of enemies. Right here, I'm trying to figure out this puzzle. I cannot figure out for the life of me this puzzle. But eventually I had to use some of my strength power to get past it. So when you're in the menu screen like that going around, you can use some skills and things like that. And there's different enemies, like there was goblins before. I think those things were goblins. And now there's skeletons right here. And it's pretty awesome that you can regain all of your spells every battle, so it makes it interesting. Spellcasters are really pretty powerful on here, and once he gains back all of his powers, it's pretty awesome. But the magic missile never misses, so that's a really great thing. But everything else seems to miss a lot of the time. And I always hate these guys, these enemies. They have no respect for the dead. They'll stand on your dead people and they'll walk over them, everything like that. And right here I found out that there's actually a spell that the cleric can use, just like in the actual D&D game, Turn Undead. So it made it pretty easy, a lot easier. And yeah, pretty much. So it made that game, part of the game, a lot easier. And in this game, you can eventually level up, and you can get more powerful weapons, like +1 weapons. And eventually the boss at the end of this dungeon, you have to use only +1 weapons on him. And so that makes it challenging to find those kind of weapons. I haven't found any yet in this game. But the game just kind of goes over like this. You use your skills, you use your magic in battle, and you try to replenish everything that you have by resting and hoping that you don't get attacked in the middle of the night, and you get cool new weapons and things like that. So this has been a D&D retro game review. I highly recommend this game. This game is a lot of fun, especially if you ever like D&D or you like old turn-based strategy games. I'd highly recommend this, and thank you for watching this review. And please tell me what kind of game you would like reviewed next. Adios, and may the force be with you.